For the first time in 2 years, Glory returned to LA. In 2014, it was here that the epic 8-man last man standing middleweight tournament at Glory 17 saw Artem Levin win 3 fights in one night to claim the belt. Glory 30 took place at the Citizens Business Bank Arena in Ontario, California, just outside LA. And like Glory 17, it was packed with middleweights, as 6 of the top-ranked middleweights took to the Glory ring. The 2 key matchups featured #1 ranked Joe Schilling taking on 4th ranked Jason Wilness in a rematch from Glory 24 Denver. After 2 rounds with the fights too close to call, Jason Wilness suffered a dislocated toe which left him unable to continue and gave Schilling a TKO. That night everyone was anticipating a 3rd round that never came. So tonight, with the toe healed, the heavily anticipated rematch took place. On this night, the middleweight championship was up for grabs as well. Simon Marcus made his first title defense after winning the belt at Glory 27 Chicago, when a frustrated and upset Artem Levin called it quits in round 3. Marcus took on #3 ranked Dustin Jacoby, fresh off his double knockout contender tournament victory at Glory 27, to earn himself the title shot. The welterweights also had a qualifying tournament as it began the process of finding the next opponent for current welterweight champion and undefeated in Glory, Nikki Holtzkin. But we start with the women. It was here in LA that Glory kicked off the women's super bantamweight division with a Grand Prix tournament that will extend throughout 2016, with the final scheduled for Amsterdam in December. To kick things off in the first quarterfinal, heavily favored and Southern California native Tiffany Van Soest went up against the youngest woman in the tournament, 18-year-old Esma Hassas of the Netherlands.
And this historic matchup is underway.
That was a very mean stare down there.
Van Soest in the white gloves, Hassas in the black. Hassas from Morocco, but living and training in the Netherlands. And in the past, Van Soest has struggled against Dutch-style fighters. And really, Hassas embodies that style of kickboxing. So she'll be looking to shock the world here tonight.
The interesting thing about these two girls is they're both very good with movement and distance. So you're going to see them kind of using their footwork a lot, keeping distance. See, they're slipping their kicks, they're moving around.
Van Soest with a record of 14-2-1, 5 wins inside the distance. Hassas 9-2 with 3 KOs, a quick exchange along the ropes. And while Van Soest is a very laid back in her demeanor, loves her alone time, loves to read non-fiction, listens to inspirational music, but once that bell goes, known for explosive knockout power.
She's very explosive. It's her footwork.
Oh, and speaking of which, the time bomb just went off on Esma Hassas, but Hassas gets back up to her feet. Wow! That right hand exploded, and kudos to Hassas for continuing this fight.
What a beautiful, Tiffany shifted her stance and threw a big right hand.
She does not throw punches, she detonates them.
If you're gonna throw power, that's the way you do it. You step forward with that right hand.
But again, Hassas right back in the thick of this fight. 18 years old, took that punch, went down, got back up, and is continuing in this first round with a final minute of the opening frame.
Esma needs to move. She can't stay there. She needs to continually change her position.
Yeah, she's right on that center line.
Tiffany's gonna shift her stance again.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Rolling thunder there from Esma Hassas. What's she trying there, a capo kick? Who does she think she is, Jushin Thunder Liger? Under 30 seconds left in the first.
Esma can't walk in with her chin that high. She needs to use her footwork a little bit. Let this 14 seconds go by, regroup, come back in the second.
She's done that. I mean, hats off to Esma Hassas for surviving that vicious right hand from Tiffany Van Soest. As we begin round number 2, needless to say, 10-8 for Van Soest.
You got it.
I'm getting better at this unofficial stuff.
Well, you saw Nikki Hemmers in the corner. Tell Esma that she can't keep her chin so high. She needs to tuck her chin.
What other adjustments would you like to see her make in this second round?
I'd like to see her use her movements a little bit more. Use her lateral movement. By coming in straight like that, she's going to walk right into Tiffany's explosive power.
And again, Van Soest connects with that right hand.
I actually liked when Esma was using her kicks before her punches.
Well, that Dutch style. There's that inside low kick by Hassas.
Tiffany's just keeping her range. She's waiting for that moment she can explode.
And there's a push kick by Van Soest. Again, making the transition from Muay Thai to kickboxing. And there is a transition, right, Joseph?
There's definitely a big difference. People think they're very similar. I always like to explain, just because you're a pro tennis player doesn't mean you can be a pro badminton player.
Oh, nice left hook to the body by Van Soest.
But she's still coming forward with her chin high. Tiffany's going to look to draw her in and counter right back.
And the fact that she's just 18 years of age, a bright prospect in against the 27-year-old Tiffany Van Soest, has already tasted her power in the opening round, but has seemingly cleaned out the cobwebs and is hanging in there. There's a counter right hand by Hassas, then gets pinned in the corner as they jockey for position in the clinch. And again, if you clinch in glory, you better initiate that knee or the referee's gonna split you up quick. Total strikes, big edge for Van Soest, no surprise. Hassas caught that kick. Oh, and a spinning back fist that just grazed the chin of Hassas.
Well, Tiffany's, again, look how nice and relaxed she is. She's waiting to counter. She's gonna sit there, wait. When she's ready, she's just gonna explode.
Has she let Hassas back into the fight after that first knockdown?
She's still winning with her movement. She's kind of pressuring her with her footwork. I mean, Hassas needs to do a little bit more. Once she gets inside, she needs to be a little bit more active, but it's easier said than done with Tiffany's movement.
Oh, there's that spinning back fist by Van Soest, countered by Hassas, and take maybe Van Soest with a showcase of what's to come maybe in her MMA career with Invicta Fighting Championships. And we've seen what's happened in women's MMA with Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, Miesha Tate. But here now, Glory history being made with this matchup in the quarterfinal round of the Glory Women's 122-pound Grand Prix tournament.
She's being very impressive tonight. At 18 years old, to step in the ring, in the Glory ring, and do what she's doing with Tiffany is very impressive.
She's made it to the third round, again taking the fight on short notice and traveling all the way from the Netherlands to face someone who comes into this, her Glory debut, with a lot of hype. Having signed with both Glory Kickboxing and Invicta Fighting Championships, wanting to be a star in 2 combat sports, easier said than done. But so far tonight, doing well against Esma Hassas, including that first round knockdown after that cannon-like right hand.
I would still like to see Tiffany be a little bit more active. It's the third round now. I'd like to see her put some combinations together.
Sure, you only have one chance to make that all-important first impression. Hassas looking to add some aesthetic marks to the proceedings. A lot of flashy techniques, but not effective.
Well, she's known for that flying knee.
Again, get caught with that right hand. 1 minute gone in the final round. There was a drive-by outside low kick by Van Soest.
Tiffany's trying to set up that right hand again.
She's landed a lot of them. There's a right hand to the body by Van Soest. Midpoint of the final frame. Tiffany Van Soest in the white gloves, Esma Hassas in the black.
Tiffany's starting to loosen up now, starting to put combinations together.
Right uppercut on the inside by Van Soest.
Van Soest's footwork is impressive. She enters on angles, she exits on angles. She's very difficult to hit. So you see Esma trying to really jump in there, and that's when she times you coming in. She's very smart with her footwork and her distance.
Spinning back kick that misses by Van Soest as they clinch. Coming up on the final 30 seconds of the fight, quarterfinal action in the inaugural Glory Women's Super Bantamweight Grand Prix Tournament. 8 women participating from all over the planet.
Esma does need to be aggressive, but she needs to be careful with her chin so high when she comes in.
Final seconds of the fight, and Van Soest now in the hunt. And considering what happened in that first round, and the fact she's only 18.
You watched it as it happened, and after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored about the same, 30-26, for your winner by unanimous decision. Now advancing to the semifinal of the Grand Prix tournament, Tiffany Van Soest. Wow! Coming up, the knockout heard round the world. But up next, the welterweight qualifying tournament saw a surprise victor and an early exit by the favorite.
June 25th, and the Netherlands braces itself for a summer storm as Glory 31 lands at the Rai Center, Amsterdam. In a scintillating lightweight title rematch, Dutch pitbull Robin van Roosmalen faces off against Sitthichai Sitsong Pinong. In the heavyweight division, Lant and Gurgis unleash brute force. And after title defeats of the lightning fast hands of Nikki Holskin, can Myrtle Grunhart or Joanne Kongolo win the welterweight contender tournament and earn a title rematch? Glory 31 at the Amsterdam Rai, June 25th. Don't miss it.
In other action from Los Angeles, the light heavyweight division saw Manny Mancha defeat Warren Thompson by unanimous decision. For your winner, Manny Mancha! The first middleweight fight of the night saw number 9 ranked Mike Lemaire earn a unanimous decision over number 8 ranked Carl Robertson. For your winner, Mike Lemaire! The welterweight qualifying tournament saw Richard Abraham upset 7th ranked Casey Green by unanimous decision. Richard Abraham! In the second semifinal, Francois Ombang defeated Daniel Morales, also by unanimous decision. Now advancing to the tournament final, Francois Ombang! In the finals of the welterweight qualifying tournament, Richard Abraham was up against Francois Ombang in a closely contested match.
Referee Dan Stell calls for the bell. They touch gloves. It's Ombang in the black gloves, Abraham in the white.
You have to think about now who had the easier fight, whose shins are sore. Again, in kickboxing, it's very rare to come out of a fight with relaxed shins. Your shins are usually swollen for months.
Yeah, it's hard to escape unscathed when you step into the ring or cage in any combat sport. But Ombang went the distance, grueling fight against Morales, while Abraham, well, he was in a grueling battle with Casey Go Green, who was the pre-tournament favorite.
You also have to look at the time difference between the fights. Ombang
Yes.
only had 30 minutes, where Abraham may have had 45 minutes to an hour.
And that's a good point. The fighters have to have at least 30 minutes between fights in order to compete again, and Abraham continues to attack that body with a left hook to the liver. How you doing, El Guapo Basum? By the way, that's not a Joey from Friends reference. That's a Enzo Amore and Big Cass from WWE reference. Minute 45 left in the opening round.
I like when Abraham was using that low kick. He's got to keep it up.
Well, there's a low kick to the outside going upstairs as Bang with the high peekaboo guard. Jumping attack by Abraham. Much more aggressive here in the first round than his opponent Bang.
Bang hasn't been throwing much. Abraham needs to put some punch-kick combinations. After those big punches, he's got to throw his low kick.
It's all Abraham has Bang in the corner. Bang trying to fight his way out. Left kick to the body by Bang. Two nicer guys you won't meet in the sport of kickboxing, but nothing nice about what they're doing in there now.
Bang landed a nice straight jab. He needs to keep the jab to keep Abraham away from him. Good left kick by Bang. He's throwing a lot of those left hook, right low kicks. And again, a nice power left kick.
Oh, Bang eats another left hook to the body, but then he launches that left kick, partially blocked by Abraham. Nice jab through the guard by Bang. Back for round number 2, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Glory Welterweight Qualification Tournament final between Francois Bang in the black gloves, Richard Abraham in the white.
Bang was finding success with that left jab. He needs to keep active with those straight punches.
Bring him up. Bring him out of the groin. You understand me? Time. Okay.
And that was a shot to the plums in the fruit basket, my friend. And of course we're going to have to take a look at it again, right? Isn't that the way? Here you go. Joseph handled this one for us.
Ooh, it was the left kick. Bang was using the left kick to the body, but there he was trying to go to the leg.
Now singing soprano, Richard Abraham. 30 seconds gone here in round 2. Abraham with a nice right hand through the guard. Pace has settled down a bit here after a action-packed first round, and now Bang on cue picks up the pace.
He needs to throw those punch kick combinations. I think both of these guys are going to find success landing the low kick after their punches.
Good counter right hand by Bang. And it gone in the second.
Nice uppercut right hand by Bang.
Bang much more effective here in round 2. Counter right hand though by Abraham, missed with the second one. Digging away nicely to the body with that left hook was Francois Bang. Good counter right hand and then lands the jab.
He needs to keep active with that jab. If he's a standing target like that, that's where Richard Abraham's going to throw his right hand and left hooks to the body.
Knee up the middle by Bang and followed by a right hand, but a good combination there by Abraham. Check the kick. Loading up with those power shots. Liver kick by Bang, and now the pace picks up.
Stop! Step back. Fight.
Both these warriors looking to treat each other like Abraham's 10-week-old twins treat their diapers. A minute left in the second.
That could have easily been called the knockdown there.
But it wasn't.
Richard Abraham needs to come up and put something together here in the last 40 seconds of the fight.
Man, heavy leather being thrown. Counter right hand by Bang. Swinging wildly now here. Not a lot of technique on display. There's a high kick blocked by Abraham. Then he walks into a straight right hand, right uppercut by Bang.
Step back. Let's go, Jimmy. Fight.
I like when Bang's using that uppercut. Richard Abraham ducks his head when he punches, so that's a good time for Bang to use that uppercut.
Touch the one.
All right, set for the third and final round. 1 of these individuals, Richard Abraham, Francois Mbang, will walk out of the Citizens Business Bank Arena as the Glory Welterweight qualifying tournament winner. And it may come down to these final 3 minutes, according to your unofficial scorecard.
I think so.
Abraham in the white gloves, Mbang in the black.
Mbang's right shin might be a little sore because he's throwing a lot of left kicks.
I'm surprised that they're still this tentative, knowing it's the third and final round, and it's time to pull it, out of the stops, right? You want to make a statement.
I think they're pretty banged up, but if you want to win this and have a chance in the Contenders Tournament, you better put on some combinations and get some power out.
And I understand that, being banged up, and far be it from me, who has never had a fight in his life, to criticize. But it's go, but it's also show, and you know that as well as anybody.
They both have
here we
big
go.
hearts. They both have big hearts, so they got to dig deep in this third round.
Who wants it more? There, counter left hook to the body by Mbang. That's the best shot of the round thus far, and we're nearing the midpoint.
Nice low kicks by Mbang. He needs to continue. Punch to kicks.
Gaining confidence.
There's that right hand of Abraham again, though. He needs to throw that right hand, left hook, follow low kick.
Nice right uppercut, left hook combination, but blocked by Abraham. Final 60 seconds of the fight. Abraham loading with that big right hand. Right hand by Abraham that backed up Mbang. Mbang came up with his own right hand, and again, reminder that if it is even the draw, we will go the extra round. I think that is a possibility, Mr. Valtellini.
Well, right now, Mbang's putting on a little bit more activity, so I think he's stealing the round.
Another overhand right by Abraham. Final 20 seconds. Abraham beat the tournament favorite, Casey Green. Mbang went the distance with Daniel Morales. Seconds away from going to the judges' scorecard to find out who wins the tournament.
Here now are the totals. They score this bout 29-28, Mbang. 29-28, Abraham. And 30-27 for your winner by split decision. And now, Glory qualifying tournament winner, Richard Abraham.
With the victory by split decision, Abraham earns a spot in an upcoming welterweight contender tournament and moves one step closer to a potential title shot against Nicky Holtzkin. Later on Rewind, the middleweight title is on the line as Simon Marcus looks to defend his title for the first time against number 3 ranked Dustin Jacoby. But up next, the rematch as number 1 ranked Joe Schilling takes on number 4 ranked Jason Wilness in middleweight action.
June 25th, and the Netherlands braces itself for a summer storm as Glory 31 lands at the Rai Center, Amsterdam. In a scintillating lightweight title rematch, Dutch pitbull Robin van Roosmalen faces off against Sittachai Sitsong Pinong. In the heavyweight division, Lant and Gurgis unleash brute force. And after title defeats of the lightning fast hands of Nicky Holtzkin, can Myrtle Grunhardt or Johan Kongalo win the welterweight contender tournament and earn a title rematch? Glory 31 at the Amsterdam Rai, June 25th. Don't miss it.
Back at Glory 24 Denver, Joe Schilling and Jason Wilness battled for 2 rounds in a fight that would have been decided in round 3 if not for a dislocated toe suffered by Jason Wilness at the end of round 2. The headline bout of the Super Fight Series at Glory 30 had much to prove for both fighters.
Go! They do touch gloves, which is a good sign, but they immediately start chucking leather. Joe Schilling said he was going to step on his toe, maybe looking for the K-toe here on the Glory Super Fight Series as he's coming out aggressively.
that coming out aggressive is a good strategy against Wilness, because Wilness keeps his arms very tight to his body. So
Schilling in the white gloves, Wilness in the black, and immediately they're going at it like Captain America and Iron Man here to kick things off.
It's very hard to throw when someone's continually throwing combinations and punches in your face.
No feeling out process whatsoever. It really is. Round 3. Willis loading up on that overhand right. Found success with it in the second round of their first meeting.
He's got a very good right overhand and a left hook. And I like the way he uses his low kick. In the last fight, I wanted him to use it a little bit more. And he's starting out aggressively with it.
Outside low kick by Willis, and then to the lead leg of Joe Schilling. Willis trains at the Coliseum under Danny DeVries, who's trained the likes of Dutch legend Peter Arts, even Rico Verhoeven has found his way there, the Glory heavyweight champion.
Stop! Get out of there! Hands are up! Protect yourselves! Get
This
out!
fight,
Come on.
again, like I mentioned before, is about distance.
Oh,
No knockdown. Let's
Schilling
go.
launched the knee and then fell backwards.
Wilness is going to keep closing distance down, keep Schilling against the ropes and in the corner.
Schilling always fights aggressively and with emotion. It has gotten him into trouble in the past. Remember the first fight with Wayne Barrett, where he couldn't break through Barrett's defenses, began taunting Barrett in the ring and almost completely stopped fighting at one time. But here he's all business. Both of them are. After all the taunting and the talk, they're two professional prize fighters who know in order to get paid, they've got to showcase their skills in the ring. And Schilling peppering Wilness with shots, but Wilness blocking a lot of them with that high guard, although some of them are getting through as he splits the guard.
He's taking a chance. He's going to block his head just to give that low kick. And you got to remember, when someone's punching, they can't block at the same time.
And of course, got to look for Schilling to try to set up that big right hand throughout the fight. And we talked about him launching the Superman punch previously.
Stop! Break clean! Get out! Stop on the bell! Go!
Competitive opening round.
Let go! Time!
I'd like to see Schilling use his kicks more on the outside. Because by punching first, Wilness is just setting up those low kicks.
Joe Schilling in the white gloves, Jason Wilness in the black. They're just peppering each other with shots. Schilling mixing in some knees.
Schilling's doing a good job at changing stances. That takes the low kick away from Wilness.
Wilness goes to the low kick again, outside low kick on the lead leg of Schilling.
Let's go!
Wilness with the advantage in total kicks and a high connect percentage.
Get out of there! Let go!
Back
Let
Schilling
go,
up
Joe.
into the corner.
Okay,
Schilling with
fight
the
out.
double collar tie. The tie plum isn't where Muay Thai,
Stop
but
holding, guys. Stop
in
holding.
kickboxing and
Back
here in
up.
Glory,
Go!
not Muay Thai where elbows are allowed, and even in the clinch you must initiate a knee attack immediately or the referee will break you apart. Inside low kick by Schilling.
You can see the welts on Schilling's leg. His leg's already starting to develop. But I like the knee that Schilling's using. Against a shorter opponent who's continually coming in.
Body shot by Schilling, but a sweeping right hand counter upstairs by Wilness. Yeah, Wilness really starting to chop away at the lead leg so much so that Schilling now is changing stance, coming forward with the knee and the uppercut.
Wilness is very dangerous with that counter right hook.
And again, that attempt at the right. Schilling looking to keep him at bay. Front kick to the face by Schilling.
Don't measure! Let's go!
Minute left in the second round. And while Schilling just trying to measure him up for the right hand, it was Wilness coming over the top of the right, but Schilling now unloading punches and that teep and right uppercut. Left hand down the middle. Wanting to mark up the face of Jason Wilness.
Go knockdown! Go!
That head shield and low kick they're starting to add up. Once your legs are out, you don't have any power left in your punches.
Straight right hand scores for Wilness.
Wilness is finding a lot of success in that right hand and those low kicks. I still like to see Schilling use his kick on the outside. Allows him to keep a little bit more distance.
Wilness with knees to the body. And it looks like we will indeed see a third round this time around as Wilness and Schilling going toe-to-toe here on the Super Fight Series. Third round between Joe Schilling and Jason Wilness.
I love those kicks on the outside by Schilling. He needs to keep active with them. He's even starting to block the low kicks now.
So it's come down to the final 2.5 minutes.
This fight can easily come down to this last round. That first round was very close, could have gone either way. I think Wilness edged out that second round, so this fight is anyone's.
Yeah, very much up in the air.
Nice stiff jab by Schilling. He needs to use straight attacks against a forward fighter like Wilness.
Lead right uppercut by Schilling. Flashes the jab. Now leaning in.
Wilness is slowing down. This is a time for Schilling to put some combinations together.
And again, that lead right uppercut by Schilling finds its mark, and huge advantage in terms of total punches, both thrown and landed by Joe Schilling. Although there's a stiff right hand by Jason Wilness. And yet Schilling comes back with a combination through the guard. Under 1.5 minutes remaining in this middleweight matchup.
Schilling needs to keep his hands up. Wilness is throwing some big counter hooks.
Schilling from a southpaw position. Outside low kick by Wilness.
Stop, break clean. Let go. Go.
Final 60 seconds. Wilness loading up with that lead right hand that misses twice. There's a counter right by Wilness. Double jab through the guard by Schilling. Really has had a lot of success with that lead right uppercut.
Now he's doing well with it, but he needs to follow up after it. I still want to see him try to use his kicks, because in the punch range, he's open to low kicks on the punch range.
Wilness going downstairs with low kicks. Schilling content to just pepper his head with punches. 30 seconds left in this bout.
You have to understand, what are the referees looking at? Are they looking at the volume punching of Schilling or the low kicks of Wilness?
Sportsmanship there as they both stop fighting and allow Wilness to replace his mouthpiece, put it back in. Again, Wilness clips the jaw of Schilling with his right hand. Final 10 seconds of the fight, and Schilling's down. He thinks it was a slip. Rosales is administering the count.
7, 8.
Wow. How pivotal will that point be?
We go to the judges' scorecard. Here now are the totals. 29-27, 29-27, and 28-28, a majority decision for your winner, Jason Wilness.
Unlike Glory 24 Denver, this close fight went to Jason Wilness. With the match quite possibly headed to a fourth round, Wilness knocked down Joe Schilling to close the fight and thus earned Wilness the majority decision. Schilling was adamant it was a slip, but the referee saw otherwise. According to Glory rules, if any part of a strike makes contact and causes you to hit the canvas, that's considered a knockdown. Up next, Simon Marcus takes on Dustin Jacoby for Glory's middleweight title.
June 25th, and the Netherlands braces itself for a summer storm as Glory 31 lands at the Rai Center, Amsterdam. In a scintillating lightweight title rematch, Dutch pitbull Robin van Roosmalen faces off against Sitthichai Sitsong Pinong. In the heavyweight division, Lant and Gurgis unleash brute force. And after title defeats of the lightning fast hands of Nicky Holzken, can Myrtle Grunhart or Johan Kongalo win the welterweight contender tournament and earn a title rematch? Glory 31 at the Amsterdam Ride, June 25th. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to LA, site of Glory 30. It was now time for Glory's Middleweight Championship title bout. Underdog and third-ranked Dustin Jacoby, fresh off a 5-fight win streak with impressive knockout power, faced the more experienced and battle-tested Simon Marcus, making his first title defense.
The big fight experience of Marcus, the big power of Jacoby, the opening bell, and this championship fight underway.
What makes this fight exciting too, this is the first time two North Americans have challenged for a world title in kickboxing.
The sport of kickboxing has come a long way in North America, and I say it, when it comes to the bang for your buck as a television combat sport, hard to beat the sport of kickboxing. Mauro Ranallo, Joseph Valtellini at ringside, also joined by ESPN's Todd Grisham. We hope you've enjoyed the action thus far. It's main event time here at Glory 30 as Jacoby goes on the attack.
Let's go.
What makes Jacoby very good is his distance. He's very good at controlling range and keeping his distance, which I think is what he has to do against that straightforward power style of Simon.
Nice combinations there by Jacoby. Marcus taking those shots to the body and rolling with the punches upstairs. Jacoby told us that he felt his counter-punching would be key in the fight. He wanted to use the jab and bring the cross, and as you mentioned, distance control. He does say that he concedes the advantage to Marcus in the kicking department.
Well, Simon has a very good left kick. Again, he keeps a very tight shield. The way you have to get Simon is you gotta try to get him aggressive, try to get him emotional.
And that's what Jacoby's trying to do. He's bullying him around in the opening round. Marcus looking to set up, looking to fire off that vaunted left kick. Nice jab right through the guard by Marcus, just firing it off.
There's a big size difference in these two. You can tell Jacoby cuts a little bit more weight than Simon does.
You gotta get him. I'm gonna take the point away. You can't sleep up. No, you get that side
getting
of
warned
sleep.
by referee Marcos Rosales. Joseph, bring us up to speed on why.
Well, you can't sweep the foot. You have to kick the foot under. You're not allowed to sweep in the glory room.
Final minute of the opening round. Inside low kick by Marcus.
Let go. Down. Corner.
And there was a right hand that caught Jacoby and will be ruled a knockdown.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ready? Go.
3 knockdowns in a round, 4 in a fight constitutes a TKO as Marcus came out with that
Get out of there, guys.
front kick to the face.
Get out of there.
So early advantage for the Glory Middleweight champion, Simon Marcus.
It's a good advantage to have in the first round. Good knockdown by Simon.
And Marcus
Let go. Get out.
drills him in the body with that knee. Right uppercut on the break by Jacoby. Right kick by Jacoby. Got the champion off balance.
Stop. Break clean. Stop on the bell.
Bell in round 2. Scheduled for 5.
I like that Simon's staying very technical.
Well, he has a technical advantage with his experience in the sport.
It's in his basics. Simon has very strong basics in footwork from his Muay Thai background.
Again, catches that kick by Jacoby. Jacoby, though, firing off the jab, misses with that as Marcus utilizing good head movement as well.
Dustin Jacoby needs to use some straight punches on the
Let
outside.
go. Get out of there.
There's a jab from Jacoby. Has Marcus cornered, but Marcus punching out. And throwing that heavy lumbers, Dustin Jacoby trying to manhandle the champion, but Marcus putting on a maestro display here, defensive virtuosity.
Simon came back with a nice big right hand of him for himself.
Watch the heads. Get out of there. Let go.
Got good head movement, very good defense, possessed by the champion, Simon Marcus.
He can't get too carried away with his head
Watch the
movement.
heads. Stop. Break clean.
He needs to keep this fight technical. Dustin did what he wanted to frustrate Simon Marcus.
Hands are free, go.
Looks like there's already an abrasion or a cut over the left eye. Yeah, there's blood over the left eye of Dustin Jacoby.
Don't hold, don't hold. Don't hold the ropes and kick.
Minute and a half remaining in round 2. Jacoby went down in round 1.
What that left kick of Simon Marcus does, it slows down the boxing of Jacoby. Jacoby doesn't want to open up when he keeps eating left kicks to the arm like that.
Final minute now in the second
Hands
stanza.
free. Stop. No, no punching. Back up. Go.
Left kick blocked. Right kick didn't find its target. Marcus from the southpaw position.
He's going to keep throwing that left kick.
Stop. Break clean. Get out of there. Hands are up. Let's go. Watch the heads going in there, Dustin.
Crowd chanting DJ, the initials of Dustin Jacoby. Of course, fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado. It's USA versus Canada. They've had many pitched battles on the ice in hockey.
Stop on the bell.
Here we have one now in the kickboxing ring. The Glory Middleweight Championship up for grabs. And again, that head movement and defense on display. Well, in round 3, Jacoby known as Honyak, which is a nickname given to him by his grandmother. It's a word used to describe a nonconformist, a rebel without a cause, or an aggressive athlete. And, well, he's an aggressive athlete, that's for sure. Trying to fend off the attack of the champion, Simon Marcus, loading up on that left kick.
It shuts down that right hand of Jacoby. It's going to make him think twice about throwing that.
Sharp outside low kick to Jacoby's lead leg, and again.
Let go! Simon,
if you look at Jacoby's knockouts, it's been from that right hand.
Go.
So Simon throwing that left kick is really shutting it down.
You can see the experience and just really the class, I guess, on display here from Simon Marcus. Is
stop, break clean.
You know, in order to win, I think Jacoby has to win ugly. He has to bully Marcus, who definitely has the edge and technique and big fight experience.
Jacoby has to use his shield to get inside. He was pushing Simon and throwing some hooks off of his shield push.
And there's Jacoby avoiding the attack, coming back with the right hand, almost ate that knee. Now it's Jacoby in the southpaw stance and Marcus in an orthodox stance.
Don't hold. There you go. Get out of there. That's good. Keep going.
Triple jab from Jacoby.
Simon really shut down that right hand of Jacoby. Jacoby doesn't have much without that right hand right now.
There's a left hand to the side of the head by Marcus. But you're right, he's done a terrific job of nullifying Jacoby's main weapon.
Stop! Break clean.
Under a minute remaining in the 3rd round.
What's impressive about Simon is his footwork. He's from his Muay Thai background. You can see he's very grounded in his stance.
Jacoby trying to utilize the jab, trying to
stop, break clean,
irritate Marcus with it, keeping it in front of his face, trying to maybe open up an opportunity for the right hand, but Marcus is doing a good job defensively.
When he's moving his head like that, Jacoby's best weapon would be to use the low kick. The legs don't move when the head's moving.
No. Stop on the bell. Ready? Let's go. Time.
We're into the championship rounds here. Round number 4.
Oh no.
Right hand connects for Jacoby. And you're right, that's the moment he's been waiting for, but Marcus quickly clinches.
Yeah, he needs to keep doing that. Get inside, push off, use some hooks. He needs to stay close because that nullifies the left kick.
Go!
Here comes the bad boy with the W, the Jamaican side.
Yes, a Jamaican-Canadian. Had a rough upbringing as well.
Get out!
Ran into a lot of trouble in his youth. Charged with assaults and expelled from school at the age of 15. And just like so many athletes in this sport, in combat sports, found the answer in martial arts training. Saved him from a life of, well, maybe incarceration or worse. Here he is as the defending growing middleweight champion in his first title defense.
He needs to stay close like this. He landed a good right uppercut on the inside.
Nice combination put together by Marcus, but again, that cuffing right hand by Jacoby. They lurch forward.
Simon needs to keep the fight technical. Don't fall into Jacoby's game.
Don't sweat the technique.
Let go!
Minute and a half remaining in the fourth.
Both of these guys came in great shape.
Stop!
Round 4 almost looks like round 1.
Left kick to the body by Marcus.
Watch the elbow.
Right uppercut on the inside by Jacoby. Knee up the middle and another. Oh, it looked like he was going to attempt a knee from the clinch like you're allowed to do. With a minute now remaining in the fourth round. Marcus diversifying his attack. Now Jacoby from the southpaw position plants a right hand to the body of Marcus.
Jacoby's landing punches, but there's no power behind them.
Which is a little surprising.
Again, that left kick is a lot more effective than most people think.
Yeah, it's sapping him of his power, especially here now with just 30 seconds left in the fourth, and Jacoby switching stances. Back to orthodox.
You see the right arm of Jacoby turning purple.
Watch the hands. Stop! Right clean.
So Marcus doing his best to eliminate Jacoby's biggest weapon. 10 seconds now left in the penultimate round. And Marcus resorts to a little bit of showboat. And
Stop on the bell.
granted, he's been successful. He's avoided all those shots. His head movement's been on point. The fifth and final round. The two touch gloves. The champion Simon Marcus in the white gloves. The challenger Dustin Jacoby in the black. And Jacoby just took a shot.
That was a liver kick.
Yes, it was.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You good? Keep going. Go.
Right at the beginning of the round.
It was a very well-placed kick. Again, Simon was going higher on the arm, and then he slipped one right under the elbow.
Back up. Back up. Go.
And Marcus on the attack. Hurting Jacoby early in the fifth and final round. He knocked him down in the first. Jacoby comes in with a 5-fight knockout streak. It appears he's going to need a knockout in order to become the Glory Middleweight champion.
You can tell he's holding his breath.
Let's go. Stop. Get out of there. Back up. Back up. Let's go. Go through him.
Marcus content to allow Jacoby to initiate the attack. Wants to be the counter striker.
He's showing his
Doing a
Floyd
little Floyd, I was
Mayweather.
going to say Floyd Mayweather impression along the ropes. Right hand scored for Marcus. Marcus looking at the clock, content to just coast to victory here in his first title defense. Now going back to his Muay Thai roots with that Thai clinch, wanting to initiate that knee attack, final minute of the fight. Jacoby trying to find a way to get on the inside. He does, but it's just smothering his offense. Unable to land the right hand or anything of consequence here in the 5th round.
He's still coming forward and trying.
But he's not throwing a lot.
He's not throwing much. Simon keeps shutting him down with his defense, his body kicks, and his movement.
There's a right hand and a left by Jacoby.
Break clean. Now back up. Back up. No punching. Let's go. Let go, Jim. Let go.
And Jacoby now wanting the tee off, and Marcus obliging. The final seconds.
10 seconds.
Spinning hook. Back hook kick there by Jacoby. And we go to the judges' scorecards as this championship bout goes the 5-round distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here are the totals: 47-46, 48-45, and 48-45. A unanimous decision for your winner, and still Glory Middleweight Champion of the World, Simon Marcus.
The outcome of the fight was never really in doubt, as Simon Marcus begins his reign by defending his belt for the first time. On the other hand, Dustin Jacoby showed why he belongs with the elite in the division and looks to someday get another title shot. That will do it for us in Los Angeles, but don't forget to join us June 25th for Glory 31 Amsterdam.
Are you ready for glory?